All right. What's good, y'all? Welcome back. The people that came by from earlier, thank you so much for the love. It was great having to see you. But we back. We're back. We're back. We're back with another episode of the Lightning Round. All right. So we're on number 71. We're on number 71. Our little podcast here. It's great to, come back to this and, try to talk about some stuff. Just the one time out of the week, you know, I did play some games, but usually just the one time out of the week where we just sit back and chill. Sorry about that. I gotta open some stuff up, open up some snacks because we're gonna have a bit to talk about here. So just a bit, maybe more. It depends. So today we're gonna be talking about what happened in the NFL for Week 13. Talking about that, and we're also gonna be talking about what happened with Ubisoft as what's been going on with Ubisoft. Hopefully, I mean, do we cover what's been going on with not just Ubisoft but maybe other games that might get taken over? I don't know, but yeah, we'll talk about that. Okay, but yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Hmm. Wait a minute. Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm lurking someone, so if you do actually hear their game in the background, I'll show some love. Okay, so today we got week 13 in XDefiant. So let's talk about it, get out the way. Let's rock. So today, Ubisoft announced, and honestly, I don't think. I mean, the only thing I'll probably bring up is what Mark Cuban. I'll bring up what Mark Cuban had to say with XDefiant, but I gotta tell you, this whole thing with XDefiant shutting down does not shock me at all. Because I had mentioned this before, not only just Lightning Realm, but I mentioned this even when I was playing XDefiant. You know what I mean? This doesn't shock me with them shutting down because it's, for one, it doesn't help for one when you got all these rumors circulating that Ubisoft is about to get bought out. That's not helping XDefiant's case at all. So you got a situation where you might get bought out. That's part one of the downfall right there. That's probably the death knell for all we know. We don't know yet, but it's very likely that could be the case. Now, I haven't seen this video that Omega has sent. I'm gonna turn this on. We're gonna see what's going on with this. But yeah, this situation with it hurts to see. Don't get me wrong, it's sad to see because look, Call of Duty don't got shit going for it for competition. Call of Duty don't have no competition. Don't have anything at all to really combat the bullshit. And if it does, it either goes up in flames like Battlefield, which was its competition, and it's a damn shame. It goes up in flames like Battlefield, or I don't know. How about the fact that it just doesn't last long? There's games that actually was competitive with Call of Duty at one point, but they just didn't last. They simply didn't last. They couldn't last. Now, don't mind me. I'm just opening up my bag of chips real quick. I don't usually eat chips, but hey, we gotta talk about some shit. I just um But yeah, does it hurt to see another game fall? It absolutely does. It sucks seeing another first person shooter fall to its knees because of its own bullshit. It fell on its own sword. It ain't got shit to do with Call of Duty, because I can tell you this right now. Ain't nothing hurting Call of Duty but themselves. And even then, it's not hurting them at all, because they're still making money. Call of Duty has shown, Activision has shown, they can do the worst shit possible. But if you even so much as have their title, you only so much as put the title down for a game, people are just gonna buy it outright. Call of Duty nowadays don't care about competition, as they shouldn't. Why would I, when I know I'm just gonna make money just off of simply slapping a title on something and calling it Call of Duty? They could have a tactical shooter, like not even true tactical shooter. They could have like a how can I put it? They can have like a turn-based game called Call of Duty, and that shit will sell. Not lying. Not lying. So that's all COD cares about. There's more ways they can make money, and more ways they can fuck you over, day in and day out. Now, what you want to look for as someone that likes shooters but don't like Call of Duty, you want to look for shooters. Basically, to put it simply, you want to look for shooters that isn't similar to Call of Duty, which is XDefiant's problem. It was way too similar to Call of Duty. It really didn't bring anything unique to the table that we haven't already seen. Why do you think that's why, for me, I kind of invested very low into the game? Because I'm like, I'm playing this shit, I'm like, is it cool? Yeah, it's cool for a little bit. That's all it's cool for, is for a little bit. It's not cool for, say, okay, take Battlefield for an example, okay? This is why Battlefield was competing with Call of Duty for so long. They had big ass maps. They had vehicle warfare up the ass, and still will no matter what. And the gunplay was just phenomenal. Like, you could look at this through Battlefield 3, 4, Battlefield 1, for God's sakes. Hell, even Battlefield 5, and people didn't even like that. But people still pick to play that over Call of Duty. I go on XDefiant and I'm like, y'all have a very big identity crisis here. Like, you didn't know what you want to be, besides having specific characters that do specific abilities, which again is not new. Not only the Call of Duty is that not new, I could fuck around and go play Titanfall and have a similar, if not better, experience. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem I got. So you had nothing new. Your system is too similar to other games. And on top of that, your history ain't exactly good either when it went to free-to-play games, looking at Ghost Recon Phantoms. People forget that Ghost Recon Phantoms was a thing. Rightfully so. This was Ghost Recon Phantoms. I used to play the fuck out of this game and have some fun playing it. Back when I didn't really have shit for a PC. And the crazy thing is, I wish they kept this going and stuck by their own wheelhouse. I truly wish they did. Truly did. It's a damn shame they killed this game. It's a damn shame they killed this game.
Losing Alpha.
Like, right now, if you would have told me that Ghost Recon Phantoms came back out, I would have played it and not think twice about it. But the sad part is, though, this also goes to my point when it goes to Ubisoft. Okay? Y'all killed this game. Hell, y'all killed Ghost Recon as a series. And this is why they're at where they're at. They eliminate the games that they once had that were good, that were solid. They changed what it was. So this happening to Ubisoft, it's a damn shame, and I'm sorry for those devs getting laid off. But here's the deal: those devs that get laid off, they're gonna bounce right back on their feet. Watch. Watch that they get picked up by some other shooter company, and then they try to pull off similar, if not downright the same thing, and they'll either fail or by the grace of God, they'll actually succeed. I want them to succeed. I want game companies like this to do good. But it makes it hard for them to, want them to do good when you got bullshit like this hanging around. But you want to know what this worries me for? Is not just the XDefiant shutdown situation, okay? What about Ubisoft as a whole? What about the crew? Seeing as I just picked up the crew Motor Fest, what? Y'all gonna shut that down? You gonna shut that down? You gonna shut down the Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Ghost Recon Wildlands servers? Because people still play that. Look, sooner or later, something's gonna have to give with Ubisoft. Okay? Gonna have to give. They either gonna start putting out better products, or what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. That's it. They cooked. If people are still able to play Ghost Recon Phantoms, let me the fuck know, because I would love to be able to play that again. But my thing is like, look, man. Ubisoft and their history of shit doesn't shock me. Alright. Does anyone have any thoughts on what to say about Ubisoft? Any more thoughts? Because look, what we said, we pretty much covered it before with Ubisoft. I mean, they have a weird thing where they just want to kill off their games, and it's like, it's really your fault, because don't be releasing these games thinking you got something going, and then when it doesn't go your way, you instantly abandon the shit. You don't even give the game a chance to breathe. Didn't they say by season 3 they keep this shit going? Not anymore. That shit changed real quick, didn't it? And it's all because of these rumors that are circulating talking about them getting bought out. I can see it. When you have shit like this, I can see it. Sorry about that. I had some anime on. Got to turn it off. Alright. Yeah, when you got issues like this with Ubisoft, this shit just doesn't shock me anymore. So let me take a look at this. What happened?
Shutting down. That doesn't mean that the story is over.
No, this shit is over. This shit's cooked. But what else? I want to see what happened. What really happened?
Ho ho ho!
Hey guys, Nightfall here, and yes, if you haven't heard the news by now, you must be living under a rock. XDefiant is shutting down and will be officially gone by June 3rd, 2025. But there's still so much content to be made because there's a lot of news coming out on XDefiant. All kinds of stuff coming out about the layoffs that Ubisoft recently did, and I was even able to put out a tweet in hopes that anyone would reach out and just tell me some stuff. And to my surprise, I got quite a few people who responded back. Most of them requested to remain anonymous, which is understandable, so that's what we'll be doing in this video. I tried to compile all this info for you guys, and because a lot of people just want to know what the fuck happened, and more importantly, what's next. Is anything next? Some of this news is infuriating, so just a heads up, given the circumstances, and some news comes off as hopeful. Now, keep in mind, this is the internet, and it's very hard to verify a lot of this until it comes out as public statements, but let's hop on the roller coaster together and navigate through some of this stuff. So as you can imagine, a lot of people are under a lot of NDAs, and those are either set to expire soon or have expired. And I was able to get some information that came from a call that occurred that included some of the XDefiant team that had been laid off. So on a grand scale, Ubisoft is preparing to be bought out. In preparation for all of that, they're starting to liquidate assets, and that means sunsetting some titles, and unfortunately XDefiant was one of them. But here's the kicker, and this part will piss a lot of people off. Apparently, XDefiant had recently started to see an increase in downloads and concurrent players. And regardless of that, they still determined it was much too big a risk, so they shut it down, which in my opinion still seems pretty hasty to not even just let season 3 play out. Like, at least launch season 3, give it a week or two, see what happens, and then make the decision after that. All of the content was seemingly already done for it, so why not just let it go through and then push out the news? Anyway, now all of their focus has shifted to their long-standing titles like Rainbow Six Siege and For Honor that have made them money over the years and continue to do so. And essentially the only thing that can save Ubisoft from bankruptcy or selling out to somebody else is the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows coming in February of 2024. And with the constant delays that game has already seen and the backlash from it, I think any hype that it had kind of fizzled out, similar to XDefiant. Now, I've said this game was rushed numerous times, but it was also too late. When you hype up a new game, you have to stick to deadlines and not hype it up too early. And as I've been told by anonymous sources, XDefiant was supposed to launch in mid-2025, but because the initial hype for the betas that they launched was so high, they rushed it out and it was unfinished and they just couldn't keep up. Which brings me back to what was to come for XDefiant. Season 3 was just around the corner, 2 weeks away, and it was shaping up to be the best season yet, the season that brought everything that we were missing: prestige, private matches coming out of beta, and so much more. They were also gearing up for a huge marketing campaign apparently for season 3 because
This sounds very similar to what I was just saying, dog. I'm only halfway through the video. I'll listen to it a little bit more, but this sounds a little too similar to what I was just saying with Ubisoft. Putting out these fucking games, and they don't even want to stick with it. Did the same thing to Ghost Recon Phantoms. Same exact thing.
if we look back to the year 1 roadmap, we can see season 4 had a major event takeover listed. Now, I haven't been able to get any info on what exactly this was or what it was going to be, but season 4 was seemingly planned to be a complete overhaul of everything, and year 2 season 2 would have essentially pulled this game out of what felt like the beta stages and been a brand new start. And that's all fine and dandy, but even with the content, there was still one major complaint that players still had, something that was plaguing people since the start: netcode. And back to the anonymous sources, the engineers that were tasked on working on the netcode had apparently figured it all out. They found out there were no issues with the engine they were using, Snowdrop. It was in fact the internal coding and the structure of that coding. And allegedly, they had everything with the netcode fixed. All the issues we were having fixed and ready for a season 3 launch. So does that mean we'll see those fixes in game before it completely shuts down? That remains to be seen. But just the fact that it was possible that they had all the netcode fixed, which should have also fixed hitreg as well for the most part. They had all the content that was missing, and the rest of the content that we weren't going to get in season 3 planned for season 4, and then even talk about a rabid zombies type game mode that was scheduled for season 4, which maybe that was the major event takeover. But all of that work ready and done and planned.
I don't need to see no more. But all I know is, bro, it's only a matter of time until we hear about the shutdown of Ubisoft. Okay, it's gonna be a matter of time. A matter of time. This should shock literally nobody. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say I'm sorry for Omega because I know you're here. I'm sorry for you. I understand the need for wanting to look for another shooter. I understand the need for wanting to get away from Call of Duty by any means necessary. If anyone gets that, you're looking at them. But this is another case of another company, a more shittier company, I should say, that can't keep promises, that won't do right by people. I knew they stopped doing right by us when they changed how their games went, later on in time. Like, I get it. People want to say, well, games are supposed to evolve. Games are supposed to be good, when they evolve. Not in the case of Ubisoft. When they evolve, it goes down the shitter.
Oh, is this about XDefiant?
Yes. Welcome, by the way, Winter.
Sorry, I was helping my dad with stuff.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's fine, but
We're
hold
on
on.
XDefiant shutting
Yep.
down. Is that what
Yep.
the topic was?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly what this is. That is exactly what this is. I could bring you in here. Go. Make some space. There. That. And there you go. Gotta make some space.
Gee, I wonder who totally did his PNG tuber.
Yes, yes, I absolutely wonder. There ain't some know, inverted color wolf that I know of.
Hmm.
Is she a black wolf or a white wolf? I don't. She does she like the color red or the color blue? I don't. But yeah. Basically, to put it simply, to give you a little recap, I'm just explaining, explaining what really what's going on with this game. It's not even really the game. It's really just the company. It's like I'm not shocked. Like this whole shutdown thing is not a surprise with me, considering how they treated it the last time they did a free to play game, and they shut it down. They didn't even give that a chance. So if they didn't give that a chance, it's like I'm looking at this with like low expectations. Like, look, I need to see if y'all gonna stick with it. And the thing is, lo and behold, they didn't want to stick with it. If the game ain't doing good, if the game ain't doing well, they will never stick right by a game just because it isn't doing well instantly. And this is so typical of Ubisoft. And it's like you wonder why you're going down under. Like I can see the rumors when people are talking about someone's trying to buy out Ubisoft. I can see why, because if there's one thing Ubisoft needs right now is they need new fucking management up the ass with how they shortchanged their games. They did this to Raymond. Fuyu will never let it go with how they did Raymond dirty, and I don't blame her. That was one of the games that put them on the map.
A lot of IPs.
You said what?
I mean, that same could be said about a lot of IPs. It's
yes,
not just Rayman, but
yeah, for sure. But
it's just
for sure. You're not wrong.
And it's also a known fact, like, you also know it's bad when Ubisoft had the worst showcase for any of their games presentation. Because y'all remember the showcases of, like, everybody, like,
Yeah.
like Xbox was good, PlayStation was good, Nintendo was okay, and Ubisoft had it the worst out of the presentation, so take that as you will.
Sorry, but I was eating the Doritos. But yeah, pretty much the worst presentation out of everybody. Everybody, even Xbox. And all we seen is it was an ongoing meme for a while where people talking about Xbox got no games. Shit, you worry about Xbox got no games. You need to worry about fucking Ubisoft not having any games. The best they got going for is the Crew Motor Fest, and you know I'm enjoying that right now. God forbid what'll happen if they ever shut that down.
Didn't they have one of the Motorfest games not playable anymore?
The first one, because they shut that down. It has to take the whole Discord community and to take everybody on the internet just to bring that game back.
Yeah.
And give it an offline mode, because they never want to do it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I just knew it was one of them. I just didn't remember.
Yep, it was the first one. It was the first one.
Yeah.
You be dead on. But look,
and let's not forget about you don't own the games either. Bullshit.
Right. Yeah, you don't own the games apparently. Yeah, Omega. Again, bro. I'm gonna just say this. I'm shocked you were late. I talked about this for like 30 minutes. But you can always look back on past broadcasts. But yeah, I'll just say this. For you, bro, I'm sorry. Okay? For you personally, I'm sorry. Because you invested so much into this game. I don't know if you put money into it, but I know interest-wise, you invested so much into this game. And for them to let you down for that, I'm sorry they did this to you. Just like how they did it, just like how they did it to me. They did it to me when I tried to invest in the Ghost Recon Phantoms and they shut that shit down. So in case if people don't remember, I don't mind having to show this again. In case if people don't remember what Ghost Recon Phantoms looked like at the time, this is what it looked like. And I didn't even really had a good PC. I had no PC at the time. In fact, I was using my mom's computer to play this game. And I knew it was all fucked up. The sound, everything was all fucked up and everything. I heard like constant stutters and echoes and shit. But I enjoyed the hell out of this game. This was like a Gears of War kind of free-to-play looking game, and I was enjoying this shit. And they fucked this up. They did me dirty.
I mean, that's not really that too bad, Omega. Like, that's not too much money-wise.
Yeah. $10. Ain't shit. $10. Yeah, I mean, you'll live with that, but interest-wise, you put a lot of time and interest into this game. I don't even know if they can do that, Omega. That's the problem. You said they need to sell the rights and IP to someone who cares? If you're talking about Ubisoft, yeah, that's who they need to sell it to, in general. But in terms of the game, they're not going to sell the game. Whatever that was in this game, that's what's staying in this game. If it has Ubisoft copyrights on there, it's going to stay as Ubisoft copyrights on there. I don't think they're just going to outright take it all off. But
unless like the year contract or whatever runs out, right?
Yeah, it might have to be something like that. But
oh, I thought that's how some of them work though. Like it has to be like a certain amount of years for it to have for either them to renew it or they could just give it up to someone, right?
Right. I mean, they can if someone was willing to buy. I mean, to be fair, let's look at this from a company's standpoint. Who's gonna buy a game that's considered a failed product? Who's gonna put all that time and effort to make a failed product into a successful product? This is why I said what happened to Hi-Fi Rush will not happen again to other companies. It
Yeah.
won't happen at all. I'm sorry to other companies. The thing with Hi-Fi Rush that people don't understand is that game wasn't it successful? Very successful. The
I would
only
say
problem
it
was it was
is.
just the company behind it.
Well, same could be said about Mario and Luigi. That studio was closed down that made those games, but here we are having a game that's from Nintendo that's considered a Mario and Luigi title. Like it's not really fully dead as far as I'm concerned with that
Mm-hmm.
because of it. So I'm not. I know they're different series, but again, we thought that there would be no Mario and Luigi. That was the idea because the
Mm-hmm.
studio closed down.
Right.
Same with High Five Rush. We had that same kind of you know mindset, I guess.
Right. Yeah, but then lo and behold, oh look, the game's still around. Because, someone was like, nah, bro, this shit was actually successful. People actually like it. Let's go ahead and buy this. Since they're not willing to do shit with it, we'll go ahead and take it off your hands. Thank you. What was it? Tango Studio Works? I think they're the ones that bought them. I think it was them. Thank you for buying them. Because they were looking at making a sequel.
If only we had more of this happening with games that had such great potential. If we could see this more, that would be great.
Right.
Now, granted, I still need to play High Five Rush, but I'm waiting until I have energy for that. Just like I did with Pal World, I want to have energy for High Five Rush as well at some point.
Agreed. But yeah, again, this shit with Ubisoft, bro. All knows this. I'm like, just put a ticking time bomb on Ubisoft at this point. Okay,
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time until that whole company goes kaboom, and then the only thing I worry about is the games I'm currently playing. What's gonna happen with the games I'm currently playing? That's what I want to know. When Ubisoft, if it ever shuts down, which it probably will because they're probably gonna get bought out. What's gonna happen to the Ubisoft launcher? Are you gonna launch all the games I bought? Are you gonna put all the games I bought on the Ubisoft Connect launcher? Are you gonna put that on Steam? As you should. By the way, because guess what? If I even so much as try to get them on Steam, it's gonna be very expensive for no goddamn reason.
And people wonder why they want to pirate these games.
Exactly. About the buyouts, the Chinese company wants to buy Ubisoft. So you mean Tencent? Look, as much as I hate saying this, Tencent right now is better than fucking Ubisoft. I guess so. You might as well go right to them. That's the fucked up part that I have to say this. When you say Chinese, I'm thinking Tencent. That's all I can think of because Tencent do more than just gaming. Don't they run like half of China? No, this Tencent runs Trovo. They run a streaming platform. They run gaming. They run game companies or some shit. Like at this point, it's a question of what is it that Tencent what do they not run? But yeah, Ubisoft, man, take your time bomb. Taking time bomb.
It's just really sad to just watch it as it just destroys itself. That's just the really sad part. Like we're just watching, we're just spectating. Like we're.
Bro, this is the equivalent of just watching an old Yeller for me. Like I'm just watching you slowly deteriorate and get worse and worse and worse. Literally, Winter, what I'm about to say here is gonna be making a lot of sense. Literally, their games are just for decoration at this point.
But here's the thing, Pooh. At least your team's leg decorations are better than their decorations.
Christ. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Rated Phantom's leg decorations for the football team, everybody. He does have a merch shop, so go and hashtag. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Ornament. ornaments for his merch shop.
What?
Like little Christmas ornaments edition.
Oh god, yeah, have a fucking gold,
Honestly,
green, red ornament for like.
honestly, if you have an ornament with your bull logo on it, I would actually buy that.
To be honest, I would too. I probably would have like a chain around it too.
I want to have a part of like Raiden's like merch on my tree, little mini tree here, say like there, he's a part of the family now.
Well, I'll have to see if they ever got it up on the website I go to, but it's mainly just
I
clothes.
just think it'd be a cool idea. I don't care if it's even a sticker that I could just slap on an ornament. I could do that too.
I mean, I'm sure there's some stickers I could find. I'm sure there is.
I just want like something that I wouldn't mind having one of like Raiden's like bull logo on something. And I'll just be like, hey, I got something from him.
Oh my god. Oh
Hey, you want
god.
some
I
merch?
buy
It'd be a
merch.
Good idea.
You know what? That's actually one thing that's crazy. Yeah, Winter should have merch. I mean that. She
If
should
I
have
knew
some.
much about marketing.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's just I'll say do it because you want to do it. You know what I mean? You know, you want to have
I
it.
would love to like. I would like to buy like one of those like sticker things or machines or whatever, but they're.
Shit, the website I go to does the stickers. See, hold on. They should
Yeah.
have stickers. Let me see.
Like, but there's just a lot of things that I don't really know about when it comes to merch stuff because like I'm not really big on like all that too much.
Oh, let me see. Do they have any here? Trying to find out. Give me a moment. Product? This?
People been asking for a winter plush, but I need a lot of people to like
Oh, that's gonna take some
like-
money.
like people are gonna have to like really have to pitch in for that to happen. Like I wouldn't mind making a winter plush like from makeshift, but that requires like an astronomical amount of people.
Yep. Not wrong there. What the hell? I know there's a way.
So I'm sure people would die for a winter plush, especially if it was from makeshift. I bet you they would buy them.
The hell?
Best side of the community did. I wish you luck, Omega.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
If we could all pitch in to make that happen, I would surely would be happy for y'all. Generally would. Y'all have a piece of a Winty Wolf.
Yes. A piece. A very good piece. Let me see if
I can see Pooh having one. I can see Omega having one. I can see Fuyu having one.
of a plushie. I would fucking love a plushie of my characters. Oh my god, could you
Yes,
imagine
y'all
a
could have
May
cuddly-
plushie?
Y'all have like a cuddly little Winty, that keeps you nice and warm during the cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that on like the back of my hoodie or something like that. Let me see. I'm trying to find it for. I know they got shit. They got stuff for a dog. They got like a dog's pullover hoodie.
Jetbike probably would like that for one of his dogs.
Yeah. Look at this. They have a pullover hoodie for a dog. They have a fucking like pajama, like hooded pajamas. No, I'm sorry, hooded jumpsuit. Yeah, you got some shit like this. So they definitely got the stuff. I'm trying to see what they have. Okay, accessory. Okay. Maybe this will have something. Of course, they have tumblers. They have a bag. Or some caps. Tank top for a dog.
Everything.
A tie. You put a logo with your tie on it, like a tie with your logo on it, was just fucking crazy.
Wow. I didn't. They're putting the matching ties in a literal sense.
Yup. A bandana, a scrunchie, a backpack. At this point, I'd be shocked if you don't have stickers for this.
Backpack.
Backpack. Yeah. Yo, these
I can't.
bags.
Every time when I hear backpack, I think of that a lot. I really do.
Bro, they have a windshield sunshade for your fucking, like, with your logo on it. You can do that. That is so crazy.
What? Crazy.
Crazy word.
And considering that you like cars, that's insane.
I don't drive. Speaking of front row car mats, a car seat, universal seat, a universal seat, car seat cover. The fuck?
Everything.
Bucket hat. Yeah, it'd be crazy. You have everything but a fucking sticker. I'm trying to find it now. I'm still looking for it. Jesus Christ. We haven't even talked about NFL yet. There, we got car stickers. I don't know if that works. So that's something. A car sticker. Of course, a phone case for an iPhone 14 or 15. I don't have an iPhone, so it's not helping me.
Yo, imagine my art as a phone case.
I mean, very possible.
I actually do have like really good art that I think would make really good phone cases.
Yes, you
actually.
do. A phone holder, baseball cap, a lunch bag, a waist pack.
That
What, a
would make
fucking fanny pack?
posters.
Hey, Winter, you gonna make gloves out of your you know, your art? You know, I'm seeing some sleeves, some glove sleeves here. I don't know if you see it, but hold on, give me a minute. There you go. It's these right here. These kind of gloves. You said, what other major news has made the waves online other than the whole XDefiant situation? Honestly, not really much. We're relatively quiet. This is just one of the big ones that I say, you know, fuck it, we gonna have to cover it. A PU card bag? What the fuck? So what? I get to make a card out of with my logo on it? That's really it. That's crazy how all we got is car sticker. I mean, that's something better than nothing, I guess. You go to classic route. You see here how this will work. Yeah, I mean, that's something. Would you take a car sticker?
A car sticker?
Yeah, car sticker.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, like that would have to be like close enough.
Funny thing is, I see people in my neighborhood with car stickers all the time.
You see, you got like
A lot of them had like um a lot of them had like a lot of animes that I kind of knew. Like some of them had like Naruto, I think like Attack on Titan. I want to say Bleach. So I guess in other words, they're saying, yeah, I'm an anime fan. Basically, it's really awesome.
yeah, I'm so in. Yeah, there you go. You even got a May one up here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm sure there's another website you can go to when it goes to like stickers. So this won't. It doesn't have to be like the only.
I think the reason why I think they would make stickers because my lines are bold enough to make it look like it's a sticker. Looks like a sticker.
Right. All right. Uh. Yeah, that's roughly. Yeah, I need to start going back to making lines. I need to see where we can go to see where I could go. You know, I think Redbubble does good stickers. You try to go to them. See, they got.
Yeah, but I've heard sometimes Redbubble likes to steal art.
Never mind. I take back everything I said. Instant
I
no.
don't know like what in particular, but I also heard like they're like you don't really get really much of a full like good sale. Like they take most of that from every sale too. I don't know
Gotcha.
like how much percentage.
All right, but we usually just have an idea, I guess. All right. But yeah. If that's everything we want to cover with when it goes to Ubisoft, then it is what it is. So I know it ain't likely, but there could still be a chance for someone to step in and keep XDefiant alive, despite me being foolishly optimistic. Maybe it happened, but we see how life in the gaming world is. It's just as ruthless as everything in real life. So I'm not holding my breath. But if it's still going, phenomenal, phenomenal. But right now, mm mm, not exactly keeping my hopes up. All right. So next to talk about, of course, if anyone has anything more to talk about, now's the time because I'm about to start covering the sports stuff and get it out the way. I know you want me to talk about the Delta Force Delta Force game, but I'm not gonna talk about it at all until it comes out. Okay? Until it comes out and everybody gets to play it, that's fine. The same could be said when it goes to Celestials. If you had seen me talk about it before, you had the option to try the beta. I missed it. I didn't even know it wasn't beta. I didn't even know. But uh yeah, but it's still going on. Really? Let me see. Really? Huh. For PC? That's not a problem with me. I'll take that. Oh, it's already in my library. Motherfucker. It's already in my library.
Bruh.
I could play it right now. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that.
That's funny. That was funny. I'm sorry, Pooh. That was
Y'all
funny.
can clip that. Y'all can clip
You
that.
know what? I need to clip it. Hold on, I got you.
Wow. I
What's the
had
name
this
of this
game the whole
game?
time and I didn't even realize it. Well, I guess I'll give it a shot next week or some shit, or maybe even later tonight. I don't know. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, let me see this. Control support. Y'all got control support with this? Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, there's that. Okay. Yeah, don't do so. I just said we need control support for dead. Okay. 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 They said it doesn't have control support, but it can run its own way. We can just use whatever it is with Steam. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, I got it, Pooh. I got it. I love that how you it was already in your library.
Already in my library.
And here. There you go.
Oh God. Let me see how you did this.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
I had that coming. I had that one coming. Really? Huh. Alright, let me see this shit. For PC? That's not a problem with me. I'll take that. Oh, it's already in my library. Motherfucker. It's already in my life.
I'm sorry, that was a good moment. That was a
I
good
can
moment.
play it right now. Oh God, kill me.
I need to share this. This is too good.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about what's going on, what happened with the NFL. Oh Jesus Christ! All right, so the cover week 13, the Bears losing to the Lions 23-20 off some fuckery that they could have easily prevented. Everyone's already talked about it. I don't think my 2 cents really need to be added. All I know is the Bears are fucking terrible. All they had to do was just kick a fucking field goal, call a timeout, do something. Instead, they pulled some bullshit. And the Lions got away with one, and that's not the only case they get away with one. The Cowboys beat the Giants 27-20. Nobody gives a fuck. Packers beat the Dolphins 30-17. Okay. Chiefs escape the Raiders 19-17. This is back to back number one seeded teams in the NFL escaping by teams that have no business not blowing out by now, which is freaking insane. Texans beating the Jaguars 23-20. Honestly, who gives a fuck? Colts beating the Patriots 25-24. Colts escape. Well, I see it because they both escaped, Texans and the Colts, because they're both in playoff contention. They're fighting for the AFC playoff spot, so we'll see what will happen with them. Chargers beat the Falcons 17-13. Seahawks beat the Jets 26-21. They escaped because the Jets was out here running their pockets throughout the first 3 to 4 quarters of the game, and it took till the end for them to finally catch up. Like, they was just robbing y'all blind. Like, I'm actually sitting there on NFL Reds. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Since when the Jets were this good? And then all of a sudden, they just came right back to being the Jets. They literally just crashed back down to earth. Like, wow. Commanders beating the Titans 42-19. Of course, the Commanders gonna beat a team that isn't as good. But when they actually go up against some competition, they get smacked around. So, I mean, it's the Commanders. Who gives a fuck? Our Steelers beat the Bengals 44-38. I'm gonna keep an eye on the Steelers because we're gonna be facing them the following week. Vikings beat the Cardinals 23-22. The Vikings escape. This is 3 teams that escaped hell from me. 3 of them. And I'm getting tired of it. The Lions escape. The Chiefs escape. The Vikings escape. What is up with everybody having substitution jutsu around here? What the fuck? Rams beat the Saints 21-14. Buccaneers escape. Because they almost lost to this Panthers team we're about to face. How did the Chiefs escape? I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. But those motherfuckers escaped. They're lucky the Raiders kicker can't like another one whose leg is just for decoration, because goddamn, he didn't even come close when he was trying to hit that field goal. I saw how short it was the minute it left his toe. So, yeah, the Raiders, dumbass. The Bears, dumbass. Add the Cardinals to that, because the Cardinals should have beat the Vikings. They weren't running their pockets, but they was holding them in check, and they just so happens to just let it slip. So, yeah, it's like I said, I'm getting tired of it. Go ahead, Winter. You wanted to say something?
Well, it slipped like a banana peel.
Yes. Yes, it's like Diddy Kong throwing you that banana peel in Smash Ultimate.
Good comparison.
And then he hit you with a side smash to finish you off while he was like over 100%. Like you could breathe on this man and he'll fly, but no, you fuck it up. Jesus Christ. Buccaneers, like I said, they escaped 26-23, almost got beaten by the Panthers, who are, what are the Panthers now? The Panthers were the Panthers were like 3-8 heading into this game. And Bryce Young almost ran their pockets. So, hell, you know what? They really escaped when they didn't call that touchdown from Adam Thielen when it should have been a touchdown. When he tiptoed his ass off in the back of the end zone, they said no touchdown. I would have been like, what? Everybody, even Bucs fans was like, what the fuck? That is a touchdown. But it was that particular score, that shit right there. That right there fucked them up. Losing in overtime when they shouldn't have. Eagles beat the Ravens 24-19. Now, if you remember what I had to say heading into this game with what the Eagles had to do to beat the Ravens, don't worry, Winter, I'm going to get to it. What I said heading into this game, if the Eagles held Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in check in the running game, they would win this game. They not only held him in check, Cooper DeJean is out here power driving Derrick Henry, who's 250 pounds. Like, what? Him, Zach Bond, like, yo, we shut down Derrick Henry. You know how hard that is to do? That man has ran for 2,000 yards twice in his NFL career. He's damn near a Hall of Famer in the NFL when he hangs up at running back. And we shut him down. Like, give them a round of applause for that. That Eagles defense, bro, I ain't never seen the Eagles defense play this hard since freaking 2000, mid-2000s. When we was out here allowing hit sticks to people, like, right through the head. No prisoners out here. It is freaking insane with what this defense has done throughout the past 6-7 weeks since the bye week. Since that terrible L versus the Buccaneers. All I could do is give this defense a round of applause, and I hope we keep it up. I hope we do. Because, look, the playoff picture ain't getting any easier. It never has, and it never will. But one thing that is getting a little bit easier, and I say is, and I hope people place their bets on this now, Saquon fucking Barkley, Quadzilla himself, bro. This man is on pace to go for 2,000 rushing yards. He's on pace to break the NFL rushing record, which is what, 2,100? 2,000? No. Adrian Peterson was 9 yards shy, so I think it's like it had been like 210, 2010, 2000 and something rushing yards, whatever the fuck he was at. Saquon Barkley's already halfway there. And he's about to go up against the Carolina Panthers. I can say this. I'm going to say this as another prediction. If Saquon Barkley gets 200 yards rushing, unless the Lions fuck up versus the Bills, and they fuck up versus the Vikings, you will have a brand new rushing leader. He will be in the record books. Because I can't see... Let me look at Eagles' schedule. They're up against the Panthers. After that, their toughest test is against the Steelers. And honestly, the way that I see it, I think he can run on the Steelers. Who's to say he's not going to run on the Steelers? And say he doesn't properly run against... Let's say he doesn't run well against the Steelers. He has the Commanders, who he just ripped off well over 130, 150 rushing yards to a couple weeks back. He did that to them. Who's to say he's not going to do it again? And then afterwards, he got the Cowboys, who's ass. And then he has the Giants again, his old team. And it will be so, and I'm telling you right now, this will be so crazy. How apropos would it be that Saquon Barkley breaks the NFL single season rushing record against his old team? That let him go that offseason. It would be so on point. The writing would be so on the wall for this to happen. Just wait. Just wait. You'll see exactly what I mean very soon, but just wait. But yeah, to more with this Eagles game against the Ravens. Lamar Jackson went 23 of 36, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, he's playing what is possibly, in my opinion, the most efficient form of football I have ever seen him play. 11 of 19, 118 yards and a touchdown. Now, he threw for 118. You would think, damn, you didn't do shit in the passing game, but he didn't really have to. He was running the ball all over the place. Saquon had 23 carries, 107 yards and a touchdown. He didn't have to throw that much. Why would I fuck up my right arm if I know I have a running back that's right here and just taking the load off? I didn't have to do that. So for him, another good and efficient game. He doesn't have to do too much, and that's a good thing. That's the way how I see it. If my quarterback doesn't have to put all that pressure on his shoulders, if he doesn't have to throw 40 times a game, and we're still out here winning football games like this, I'd be scared if I'm an NFL defense. They're doing all this running because they can do it, not because they have to do it. Because they can. Because they want to run through a motherfucker's face. So imagine when they want to pass and they have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith back and in the playoffs. I'd be scared shitless. So, there's more to this though. Eagles defense, great job, bro. Again, I said it already, but I can't wait to see what's next for this defense. I can't wait to see what's next. They didn't really cause a turnover, but what mattered most heading into this game was you slow down Derrick Henry, you're gonna win the game. You slow down Lamar Jackson, at least you're not gonna be able to fully stop him, but if you slow him down, you have a chance of winning the game. And they did a good job of that. Now, Ravens, here we go. Lamar Jackson went 23 of 36, 237 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great game from a passing standpoint. Great game. He just fucked up a couple throws. Really, I think if he hits, we're probably in trouble. Derrick Henry was held to under 100 yards and did not score a touchdown. All I can say is amazing work. Lamar Jackson, 8 carries, 79 yards. Zay Flowers, 3 receptions, 74. Mark Andrews, he was hard to stop. He was carving up the secondary. Mark Andrews is just doing crazy work. All right, now here we go. Kicking. Justin Tucker single-handedly burns his team for 7 points. Single-handedly. Look, if y'all want to see an old yeller, this is what we're looking at in real time. This was a real-time old yeller that I was looking at on TV. Like, I feel for Ravens fans that literally had to sit through and see this man miss an extra point and miss 2 more field goals on top of that. To be fair, Justin Tucker was already missing field goals well before this season even began, because he would miss the most random field goals possible. And you'd be like, how the fuck did you miss that? How do you miss this from close range, but you'll fuck around and you'll hit a 60-yarder? So this isn't new, but what's new with Justin Tucker is this is at an all-time high with him missing field goals. So he burns his team 7 points. That would have put more pressure on the Eagles to score had he hit his field goals. But hey, he missed. And I already know what happened on that Ravens Reddit, Ravens Twitter, Ravens Blue Sky, Ravens wherever the fuck it is. All I know is this: if I even so much as took a peek, I know damn well they would have been cursing this man out. And I would have been able to see the meme where you have Wesley Snipes in a black hat on, and he would be shedding a tear and being like, look, I'm sorry to point the gun at you, but you gotta go down. This man's... I said it when I was watching, and Winter heard me. I said this man's leg was just for decoration. Like, this man, like, he's a Hall of Fame kicker. And that leg ain't shit no more. But for one thing, you hook that leg up as a Christmas ornament and you leave it there. That's it. His leg is going to be praised for hitting that 65-yarder versus the Lions. But as far as everyone else is concerned, that's it. But funny. I'm sorry, Justin Tucker, but hey, look, the leg, yeah, is cooked like turkey.
It's past Thanksgiving.
Yes, but hey, look, it's past Thanksgiving, but look, somebody was eating on that turkey leg because he had no accuracy behind it at all. Now they're up against the Giants. They should win this game. The Steelers is going to be their toughest matchup again. Now, I'll tell you what, if Justin Tucker misses even more field goals versus the Steelers, oh my God. Yeah, I can't imagine what the reaction is going to be over there in Baltimore. You lose field goals to your biggest rival. Skill fried turkeys leagues better than oven baked. I don't know what the fuck skill fried turkey is, but that might be something I don't mind taking a look at. Yeah, Justin Tucker, man. Look, skillet fried. Okay, I still don't know what the fuck that is. All knows this. Don't be shocked if you see that the Ravens will eventually release Justin Tucker. Yes, Winter?
A meme I found, but go on.
Yeah. Don't be shocked that you hear in the offseason that the Ravens release Justin Tucker. I sure as fuck won't be, and I would know why. Because guess what? You got the United Football League. You got kickers over there in the United Football League that's open to take his spot. You got kicking over there in the minor leagues. It will take his spot right now. The Lions kicker currently for them, Bates, he used to be in the UFL kicking in that exact stadium for the Lions, and he was hitting 50, 54, 55, 60 yarders, and then all of a sudden they said fuck it, we'll sign him, and now he's their kicker. Remember what the NFL stands for. It's not just the National Football League. Not going to be for long for Justin Tucker. Not for long. Alright. Next, we got our clap cheeks of the week. Bills completely plow through the 49ers 35-10. And I say that literally because they were playing in the snow. All I saw was just 49ers getting too used to that San Francisco weather. Like fumbles, drop passes, interceptions, And the one downside I'm going to give it to this game is for the 49ers, why the fuck would you let Christian McCaffrey coming off an injury get re-injured again? That man's tore his Achilles. Yeah, he tore something. Achilles, ACL, MCL, something. That knee is fucked. And I got nothing but the 49ers to blame here. Like, that Madden curse is hitting like a truck. Truck coon on full alert for Christian McCaffrey over there. Like, Jesus Christ. I've seen a bad Madden curse before, but not like this. This man got hurt he got hurt to start the season. He couldn't play to start the season. Super Bowl slump and Madden curse. This ain't helping his case. This goes both ways.
Oof.
He was hurt to begin the season. You couldn't see him to begin the season, and now you have him and he's hurt again. Like, I ain't never seen a curse hit somebody this hard. Ever. Ever. This is the first I'm witnessing. Patrick Mahomes better be thanking his lucky stars he didn't get hit with no Madden curse when he won that Super Bowl when he should have. Alright, next, we're gonna talk week 14. I don't care about Broncos and Browns. I don't care if it went 42-41. The game was ass. Well, no, it wasn't ass. It was good, but Browns fucked it up for me. Lions beat the Packers, the game we just had a couple days ago. Lions beat the Packers 34-31. Again, I can't stress this enough. The Lions escape, bro. How many times this season are the Lions going to escape from defeat, bro? I don't get this shit. Jared Goff, 32 of 41, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And you want to know what makes it worse? The 3 out of those 3 touchdowns, 2 of them came off of 4th down conversions. So, Packers, you got a very big issue with your defense stopping a team on 4th down. Very big issue. This doesn't help when you got Josh Jacobs scoring 3 touchdowns and your ass is still out here losing on top of Jordan Love scoring a touchdown. Why'd you lose this game? Oh, I don't know. How about the fact that you let the Lions drop 34 on you? And what also doesn't help is Jordan Love was very indecisive into this game. There were times where he had a wide open guy for a touchdown, a wide open guy for a first down, and he missed him. And it's like, come on, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, do I call you Jordan Love or do I call you Brett Favre? And if y'all don't know the history, Brett Favre, who used to play for the Packers, is very well known for taking welfare money from people. But Jordan Love was out here snatching W's away from his team.
Yoink.
Right off the rip. Oh, God. Our next one we got is Browns and Steelers. I don't care, but if Browns beat the Steelers, I'ma fucking laugh. Saints versus the Giants. Saints should blow them the fuck out. We'll see. Dolphins, Jets, who gives a fuck? Jaguars, Titans, who gives a fuck? Vikings, Falcons, and Vikings, who gives a fuck unless your name is Kirk Cousins, because he's going up against his old team. And that's going to be really interesting because right now the Falcons have been teetering as of late. If they don't win this game, the Falcons are cooked when it goes to the playoffs. So this is actually a must-win for them. Panthers versus Eagles. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I already made my parlay bet for this. Saquon Barkley should run for well over 140 yards. He should be able to do this. Unless if we're just bombing the Panthers down the field. That's the only way that's gonna stop Saquon Barkley from running all over him. Other than that, he should go for 140 yards and a touchdown. Because I don't think I think there's only one team, and even then that won't be enough. There's only one team right now this season that could stop Saquon Barkley from getting 2,000, and even then that won't be enough. And that team would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if they can't stop them, if they can't stop him, no one's going to stop him. You can only hope to contain Quadzilla. You can only hope. Now, you know people are confident in this game because a better sat up there and placed a $3.1 million bet for this game. Just for the Eagles to beat the Panthers. We can't let that guy down. I'm sure we won't. But the only thing that worries me, well, not really worry me per se, is Bryce Young's been turning it on as of late. So hopefully the Eagles bring him back down to earth and they say, yeah, you were turning it on. Now you're not turning it on no more. You're turned off. You're going back to being cold. And we'll really see how this is gonna go. So yeah, for that I'll definitely be there. I won't be there at the tailgate for this game because it's gonna be cold, but I will be spending a little bit of time. If you guys remember Keely, if you guys remember Freckles and on Discord, I'll be meeting up with her on with this game. So I'll be chatting with her for a little bit before I head back, and then I'll be coming back on to turn on the game. Phrasing? Oh well, phrase me later. I don't care. We're almost through this. Raiders and Buccaneers. Nobody should give a fuck about this game unless the Buccaneers choke. Seahawks and Cardinals. That's actually gonna be a good game. That might be a 4 o'clock game. I'll turn into. Might be. Bears versus 49ers. Who the fuck cares about this game? Honest to God, question who cares, especially with what the Bears has done. I really don't give a fuck what the Bears do. Okay? I try to care. I try.
It's okay.
But I don't. Like, his offensive line, Caleb Williams' offensive line is a turnstile. This man is getting sacked like well over 12 times a game. And I mean that literally. I don't mean that as a figure of speech. I don't mean that to be I don't mean that as an understatement. I guess an overstatement or some shit like that. It's overstatement or some shit like that. I actually mean that. If you look up this man's sack totals, he's getting hit a lot.
It's okay.
Like, I'm sure his mental state is hurt. I don't blame him. Mine's would be hurt too if I gotta drop back to pass and try to throw for 3 seconds behind a team that can't even so much as like can't even do a holding call against a fucking defensive line right now. So I feel for Caleb Williams, but I'm sure he'll get it together. Bills versus the Rams. This is probably this is the best game so far out of the full games we have. This is easily the best game out of the week. And the sad thing is, that might not mean much because the Bills is pretty much gonna win by at least a possession or two. I think I see it coming. They're gonna at least win by 2 possessions. The Rams, they're gonna give them some resistance, but the Bills are pretty much got this in the bag, man. So it is what it is. Chargers Chiefs. Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry, because the way I see it, as long as the Mahomes black magic continues, this man's out here with the hocus pocus bullshit. They're gonna continue to win. I'm sick of this shit. Every single game so far for the Chiefs, it's been won by literally 1 possession, by literally a field goal. And it's like, I am sick of this shit, dude. Like, I don't know how they keep doing it. But you want to know what? I can't wait till it ends in the playoffs. I hope it ends in the playoffs. If you mean to tell me the Chiefs are still gonna be in the Super Bowl even after all this, I don't know what the fuck to say. All I would have to say is the NFL is rigged as fuck. I would actually like stop watching for like half the season next year if they win another Super Bowl. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because this shit is crazy.
I get it.
Anyway, that's everything. That's all the games for this week. Um, if y'all want to see the parlay bets, I'll probably post them tonight just before I head to bed. Don't worry, I only put up like $1 or $2. I'm not exactly going all that hard. I sure as fuck shouldn't be, considering some of the bets I've been getting screwed over by one. But I think that's it. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? The backpack believed to belong to the United Healthcare CEO shooter was reportedly full of Monopoly money. What the what the fuck? Like,
You cannot make this stuff up.
hold on. I need to post this in full so y'all can see it.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not kidding.
I want to see this. I need to see this. What
Look at
the-
this shit. I cannot believe. Nah, I refuse to believe this is happening. You see, people say, this dude might be the funniest assassin in history. What the fuck?
I don't know why. It's so funny to me.
What the fuck?
But that, if people are easily that fooled and that's actually real money, that's funny.
What the fuck is going on? Monopoly money, dog. Like, I don't know whether or not I should post this in memes or not.
It's funny though because it's stupid.
Jesus Christ. By the way, I'm just now catching your meme. I may be out of cards, but I'm not out of options. That's funny as shit.
I thought you might like that one.
Nah, this is nasty. Oh, this is just as worse from what Omega posted here. When you crack your neck and you unlock third person.
Oh, no.
That is so fucking nasty.
Wait, didn't you just mention about like that Tom and Jerry scene on something?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I think I did it yesterday when I said this. And it's like, oh god. I don't know if I said this yesterday, if I said this like on Sunday or something like that. I was like, yep, it's like that Tom and Jerry moment right there where this man just dies and you just see your body and you're like, how the fuck did I die?
Was that when you were playing Judgment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah. That was when I was playing Judgment.
Laughing so hard.
So it's like the Tom and Jerry. Yo, that was perfect. I'd be like, yo, how the fuck did I die? How did you get here? I'd be like, oh, this is what happened to me. Be like, oh shit, that sucks to be you. All right, come on in.
It's funnier if you know Tom and Jerry well enough. That's what makes it even more funny. If you know Tom and Jerry. If you don't know Tom and Jerry, that might come out just random. But the fact that, I've been around since Tom and Jerry's been on television, so.
Right. I'm like, my man, like, he's definitely seen the pearly gates for that one. Oh god. All right, well, I guess for us that's it. I don't think we have much to really cover and talk about today, but if anyone has any more topics to cover, I'll talk about them next week, I guess, if it's anything that's, that's worthy. We'll go ahead and sit down, we'll have a chat about it, and we'll chill. It's been a while since I had a guest. Thank you, Winter, for being a guest here.
Aww.
Thank you.
No, that's no problem.
It's been like at least 2 years since I last had a guest, so it was great. Thank you for the
Understandable.
Yep. Thank you for the visit. Thank you for the unexpected visit. That was great.
I try not to cackle too much, but you do.
No, that's fine. That's the whole point of this. I mean, it was meant to talk shit, be funny, be serious. Don't matter.
I know, but I'm trying not to be rude because you still kind of talk and whatnot. But I sometimes am just like, if it's funny, it's funny.
Right. Hopefully next time we'll when it's a more planned thing, we'll have some planned topics ahead. Oh man, but till then, thank y'all so much. This was great. This the schedules throughout the rest of the week. Where of course, like I said, Sunday is gonna be some football. I said I'll be out for the tailgates. I will be seeing Keely for a little bit, chatting it up with her, and I'm gonna give her some of these old heated gloves I have. Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna need them. She's going to the Panthers and Eagles game, so I know she's gonna need it because as cold as it's gonna be when you're outside the stadium, when you're in the stadium, it's just as fucking cold, if not colder.
Oof.
So she's gonna need these old heated gloves that I got in store for her. So I'm gonna give her these and tell her, look, I will see you on February because me and her's gonna be going to like a Flyers game. So I can't wait for that. But till then, that's everything throughout the rest of the week. Till then, I will see you guys when I see you. As always, thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you, Winter. Thank you, Omega. Thank you, Fuyu. Thank you, Bao. Thank you, Demonic, for coming by. Thank you, Kenji, for coming by. Whether it's not the episode or if it was the stream beforehand. Everyone that came by, thank y'all so much for showing all the love. And Hilden, as always, man, just don't be a dickhead to your people. Be nice to one another, and
Yes.
be grateful to one another. You know what I mean? Thankful to one another. And
We'll find you.
yeah, we will find you. We will hunt you down. Okay. You've seen the movie
Mafia
Taken. You
style.
know how this went.
Mafia style.
Yep. Straight up mafia style, yakuza style. I will hunt you down and make sure I will put salt in your eyes and shit, which I know burns.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, but yeah. Until then, I will see you guys later. Y'all have yourself a good night.